Hey guys, Mitchell Smith here with Pike Consulting Group. We're with Captain Joe Raines with Head First Fishing Adventures, about to bring you another great video.
It's a beautiful day, and we just want to take a moment to let you know if you have any safety or OSHA compliance questions,
Pike Consulting Group has the solutions.
Captain Jeremiah.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man.
I'm glad to have you here.
I can't tell you how excited I am for today's trip. I've never fished up here before, and I've heard a lot about it. I've seen a lot of fishing shows, and everything I've seen just tells me that the fishing is phenomenal. You were highly recommended, so I'm really stoked to be here. Man, let's get after some fish.
Definitely, we got a nice little cold front that came through. We're gonna have to do a lot of work probably today. Got a little bit of a bluebird sky, but some clouds are moving in. There's another front coming. So the fish ought to bite. Let's go do some fishing.
Dude, let's go, dude. Let's go. Jeremiah, tell me what it is that's so special about the Crystal River fishery. What is it that really keeps you coming out here year after year?
Man, it's just a bunch of nooks and crannies, all these creeks that wind in everywhere. You know, it took a long time to kind of figure them out. You know, when I was growing up, we didn't have a GPS or cell phones. We just came out, put our time in, and just went back as far as you could. And when it dead ended, we just kept on going. And, you know, it's what we call kind of the bugger woods. You go back there so far, and then when you're coming out, if you took the wrong way, you boogered up. So, but no, and it's that, and just, man, we got these potholes and these creeks that on the driest of tides in the wintertime, you can go and you'll literally run your boat through dry ground to get to it. And you just sit down and it's like picking fish out of the barrel.
Right.
And then our topwater bite, you know, when I was a kid, we didn't have snook. Now we got snook. You can go anywhere from 4 foot to however far you want to go, catch gags. It's just,
Right.
we've got everything. And you don't have to go that far to do it. It's nice.
Man, I'm excited to go sample some of this. I think we got some big
definitely.
redfish and trout in
we're
our
gonna
future.
go hit some of these holes. I mean, there's times where you get in these holes and you catch, you know, I got a clicker just to see how many we catch out of it. 150. And that's the other thing. You get in like some of these spots, have an inshore slam and never even have to start the boat. I mean, it's crazy.
we're here at our first stop, and we're right off this mangrove point here. There's a couple little holes out in front of it. We've seen a couple of fish, so I'm going to go ahead and set up with this J hook right here, and this is going to go through the nose of this DOA jerkbait. So let's go ahead and tie a loop knot here. Start off with a little loop right there. Fish on in the front.
Boy, they are mouthing it weird. Sorry.
Trout.
Sorry.
But back to what I was saying, we're going to tie a loop knot here. Start off with a little overhand or half hitch or whatever right there. Bring that down. Want it about that far off the hook. Give it a few twists above that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come back through that little bitty loop right there, and then cinch it down. Tighten that down. Right there, tighten that all down. Just like so. And you're ready to go. There's a nice loop knot right there. Then I just simply hook that through the nose of the bait like so, straight across, and you're in business. And of course you're going to trim that excess as well.
Came back for it. Did you see it? Trout. That's the trout.
Fish on.
Oh, that's the trout.
Yeah, good
I
trout.
was saying, look at the trout. And
Nice trout. Nice trout. Look at that. Nice trout. Ate it right here at the boat. Nice fucking trout.
Didn't realize when I was saying, look at the trout, he was on your hook.
Yeah. Beautiful fish.
That's a good one.
Bring them on in here. Come on in here, baby. Smoked it. That's a healthy fish, man. That's the kind of speckled trout you want to catch as like an average standard fish. Like that's really good. This beautiful speckled trout is my first Crystal River fish. This is an absolutely gorgeous specimen of a trout, and you know, if you're getting trout like this as an average fish, this is really nice fish. This is what, probably about 18 inches maybe?
Yeah, he's healthy too. He's fat.
Yeah,
you can
that's
tell
a good
he spawned a while and got in here to be able to start feeding.
It's got some meat on him.
Fattening up for the winter time.
Cool. So for the past probably decade, Florida has been experiencing a lot of great fishing. Oh, look at that trout right there. But the population boom really always makes me think about the importance of conservation. And we need to preserve our coastlines, make more places, preserve, put more land aside, more coastline aside, so we can have these beautiful fish to catch in the future. Because if we don't, developers will build and build, and they'll just keep on going until there's nothing left.
Another beautiful Florida speckled trout gone back to fight another day. Let's take care of our natural resources. Make sure you're getting involved to preserve more coastline for future generations.
So we've moved out of the main bay area. We were doing some trout fishing across the bigger flats, open flats out there. Now we're back into a twisting, winding creek back here. It's really shallow back here. It was, I mean, we ran over some really skinny stuff, and it really is a testament to how great this boat is. The shallow sport is pretty amazing. But tell us a little bit more about fishing these back creeks here.
Well, we're coming back. You know, the water's a little warmer than I wanted it to be, but you know, we're running really, really shallow coming back here. And this is some of that stuff I was talking about earlier. As you can see back over here in the bay, you know, it's probably 10, 12 foot deep. And then you see the grass sticking up. So it's a big little haul over. And then like right now we're in a little bit of a hole. But what happens is I don't know if they're back here yet. We're just coming to explore. But these fish get back here in the cold because it's deeper and it's rockier and it keeps warmth. So I'm hoping that there's some snook that have came back here, because this is our third little cold front we've had, so you know, we're just going to give it a shot and see what happens.
It's absolutely freezing down here in Florida. No, I had a jacket on this morning, but it's actually downright comfortable out here right now.
Sweater weather.
Yeah. Ooh, nice. There he is. Ooh, came off. Darn, that was a nice hit. That was a really nice speckled trout, I think.
Was it?
Yeah. Smack. Fun. Oh yeah! Oh man, alive! That was impressive right there. Oh son, that was a good one. That was a nice one. There he is. That's a nice fish. Nice fish. Yeah, nice trout. Man, these trout are freaking powerful, man. These things are on steroids, dude.
Let's put the old powerful.
Oh, there's a redfish behind it. Redfish. Yeah, there's a redfish. No, it's a gar. Okay, never mind. It's a gar. I was like, damn, there's a red right behind it. It's all tangled up in the field. There's another nice trout on the jerkbait. He really wanted that bait. There was no denying it. There's another one. Another trout right behind him. Another trout right behind him.
Holy guacamole and cheese.
Another beautiful speckled trout. Look at that, man. What a beauty. Look at that trout. So we're in a newer area. We're changing tactics now. Now we're switching to live bait. We've got mud minnows, or AKA bull minnows. We've got live pinfish on a jig head. So now the tide is going to start coming back in, and we're posted up and waited for redfish to come our way. So it might be a little while, but sooner or later we'll probably get some redfish to come by. And of course there's always snook and trout around as well. So we're going to do this tactic and see what we can produce. I think they're going to jump on the live bait if they do come by.
Yeah, they did this last week with that little front we had. And it was so low, and I'm like, well, they were out there on the flat. And I came in here, I said, well, we'll just sit. They got to come into the creeks. So we cut them off, and we waited about 10 minutes for the tide to get in, and bam, bam, bam. And then from here, what we'll do is, as soon as I complain, we'll run into the creeks, cut them off again, and do the same thing.
It sounds good to me. It's hard to beat a school of hungry redfish, that's for sure. So things should start to get interesting here pretty soon. We've got the tide finally moving in, and we're seeing some mullet schools come around the corner, come into this branch. So I think as time goes on here, the next couple of hours, we're gonna pick up a few more fish for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Now, before when we got here, it was still easing out, and then it's taking a few minutes for this tide to actually get rolling, and it still isn't rolling quite that hard. But yeah, the next couple hours here should be pretty much game on, hopefully.
All right, fish on.
I want you to move that bait a little bit. Little feller, I'll take it right in the grass.
Nice red. Beautiful red.
Well, that rain, boy, is pretty tannic looking. Still fresh.
Beautiful red.
Boy, here, let up.
There we go, nice red.
Boy, he's bright, isn't he?
That is, well, you almost double hooked him there.
How blue that tail is.
Yeah. Beautiful Crystal River redfish, man. Nice job on that one for sure.
Yeah, they should be getting ready to we've been sitting here waiting for about 15 minutes, waiting for this tide to swap. You know, we had seen a bunch coming in here when it was shallow, so now hopefully they're going to keep working their ways in here to get to these creeks. We're just going to keep trying to stay ahead of them.
Awesome. Look at him, just hanging out in the grass. Nose in the grass. There he goes. He's out of here.
Hook up. Oh, look at all the first fish with him. Get in there, get in there, get in there, get in there.
I'm going. Coming to your right.
Right here.
Coming
To
to your
left,
right.
left.
So we've been patiently waiting these fish out. The tide has really started moving now. It was super slow for a while, but now there's a lot of activity. There's rays, there's sharks, there's mullet all over the place, and these redfish have moved in. That's a really nice red. That's definitely bigger than the other one. It's a nice one.
He's got a friend with him called Lettuce. We won't even mess with that, Joe. We'll just cut it.
There we go. Beautiful Crystal River redfish. Look at that. Crystal River Fishing Adventures with Captain Jeremiah Carlucci. He will put you on the fish. This is a 5-star trip, man. This is awesome. The redfish master here, it looks like.
You gotta hold your mouth to a certain way. Bite on your tongue with a certain PSI. So they're just biting weird, man. I don't know if it's that front yesterday or what it is, but they're just biting weird.
Beautiful red.
Well, they're just nice, quality, pretty fish, man.
There we go, fish on.
There he is. Nice follower.
Nice redfish. Oh, Had to happen eventually.
Yeah, I'm glad. I was feeling kind of bad.
Yeah, baby. It's a really good redfish. He's making his way in a big circle. Yeah. I worked hard for that redfish. Good. This might be the biggest one of the day. Red dog in the net.
It's a good one. It's a fatty too, boy. Fatty McFats. Oops, sorry.
Courtesy of Crystal River Fishing Adventures. Captain Jeremiah, thank you so much for taking us out today.
Man, good time.
Man, I had an outstanding time. I'm really excited that I got to experience the Crystal River fishing. I've been wanting to do this for years, and I finally took a shot at it, got a recommendation for you, and you came through. You definitely gave me a 5-star experience. Check out Jeremiah Carlucci of Crystal River Fishing Adventures. If you're coming to the area and you want to go fishing, this is the guy to call. He knows his stuff. You're going to catch fish. Thanks for checking out Head First Fishing. Thanks for coming to the video. Make sure you check out our sponsors, the Pike Consulting Group, St. Pete Fishing Outfitters, Tampa Fishing Outfitters, and Tarpon Fishing Outfitters. They're the place to get fitted to fish. And Pike Consulting Group, they'll come to your business and make sure you're OSHA compliant. Hit the subscribe button and the bell notification button, and I'll see you later.